This video is going to show how students can open and use the PDFXchange viewer on their computers to be able to type on a PDF document that could be used for a submission in Schoology or to show the teacher. And essentially what we're going to do is first we have to open up the PDF viewer. So essentially all I'm going to do is if I hit the Windows button, if students just type in the word PDF, you'll get something that looks like this. It'll be the PDF viewer. And if you find that you're going to use this frequently with students, you can train them to just keep this pinned on their taskbar. For example, if I right click on it, I'm just going to say pin to taskbar, and then it always is just going to be right down there for them to be able to click on. And essentially all they're going to do is they're going to open up this PDF viewer, and then we're going to find our document. So I'm going to click open. I'm going to just pick this sample digital worksheet. And here is a PDF of something that I want to use. And then ultimately the students just are going to use tools that are built into it. So they're going to click the tools toolbar. And what they're going to be looking for is the comment and markup tools. And the most common one they're going to use is either the typewriter or the text box. The typewriter would allow them just to click on a spot and begin typing. So that might be nice if it's like a fill in the blank kind of question. The text box might be nicer for like more of the essay type questions because you can kind of pre-choose what this looks like. So I'm going to just model this one for example. So I'm going to use the text box tool, and then for like example, if I'm trying to fill in this response here, I can choose like what size I want this to be, and then it automatically gives them the spot where I can have my student response. And just something to keep in mind, whenever we do typing on top of a PDF document, it will not auto format and keep everything looking the way that it's supposed to. So for example, if I have a really long student response that ends up being many lines long, as you can see, it does start to cut off my next question. So one thing we're going to just have to keep in mind is when we are using PDF documents and have student responses, we need to make sure that we have the appropriate spacing so students wouldn't really be able to go over and cut off the next question. What I should also mention, so I showed how students can create a typed response. Ultimately what they would just do is they would just save this document. When the teacher goes to open this document, whether it's in Schoology or open another way, the teacher would see all of these text fields that open above it. It just saves it as part of the document. And then what I should also mention is that as far as tools and for commenting and markup, they also have other tools where, like for example, you can use the pencil tool and you would be able to actually write on it. This isn't super handy for students because we don't have touch screens or capability for them to really write with their computers. But depending what you're doing, like you could have them still go through the process of underlining or circling things that are important using their trackpad, and it would just take them a little bit of practice, but ultimately it would be usable. But it wouldn't be great for them to like do like a full-on drawing or anything like that. But any of these kind of tools students have the availability to do, and they would be able to save that document and be able to submit them for you.